Hey guys, this is Rebecca back with Sandbox to give you some tips on the best military bases to put on the top of your dream list. If you're getting ready to pick your dream list for your first duty station, you might be a little unsure of what to put at the top of that list, but make sure that what you put on that list involves what you really love to do. If you're into hiking, if you're a beach bum, whatever it may be, make sure that you're checking out the different bases and seeing if it really fits your lifestyle. So this first base that we're gonna look at is Navy Base Kitsap. Navy Base Kitsap is located in Seattle, and it's actually on the outskirts of Seattle, so you're not in the middle of everything. Actually partial to this base because I'm from Seattle, so I think that this area is just an absolutely beautiful area. Lots of greenery. People think that Seattle rains all the time, but the reason why it rains all the time is so that we can have this beautiful greenery around us, right? Having said that, Naval Base Kitsap is a beautiful place to go to. What are some things to do near base? So they have the Washington State Ferry, which is a beautiful ferry ride, and you can see, you're on the water, you can see the different islands that are off of Seattle, and it's just a really fun thing to do on a day trip. They also have the Mount Rainier National Park, a beautiful park. They have the Puget Sound Navy Museum, and they have the Kitsap Peninsula National Water Trail, which is a really cool trail where you can do kayaking, canoeing. They have little beaches along the way. There's little piers and docks and all sorts of different areas to explore. So if you're into water sports and you're into being in the outdoors and trail hiking and all that fun stuff, then this would be a good place to put on the top of your list. The next one on our list is Fort Carson. Fort Carson is also surrounded by mountains. Fort Carson is in Colorado, and it is an Army base. So Fort Carson is located on the southern part of the Colorado Springs, but it's also at the foot of the Rocky Mountains. You're gonna get that mountain range kind of lifestyle where there's a lot of hiking trails, all sorts of stuff like that. What are some things to do near the base? You can go to Iron Horse Park, Copper Mountain. I mean, there's just tons of different trails and things to do at this base. So once again, if you're an outdoor enthusiast and you love hiking, this may be another one to put at the top of your list. Number 3 is Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort. This air station is located in South Carolina, and in the actual area that it's at, there's a lot of history rooted back to the Revolutionary War, and there's about 700 members, whether they be Marines, sailors, or civilians on this base. And the base is on the smaller side. The reason that this is a good thing is because you can kind of get a tight-knit community and get to know everyone at your base. So if you're into having that joint tight-knit community, this may be another one to put at the top of your list. It's located about 70 miles out southwest of Charleston, if you know where Charleston's at. So they do have on-base housing. It's privatized, but it's open to active duty families, DoD civilians, and active duty bachelors. If you want to live off base, it is a little bit more pricey, but you may get yourself into a really awesome historic house. This is one big perk of this location, is that there's a ton of really old historic houses and architecture throughout the city. So you can find yourself a really cool house, maybe a fixer-upper, but you're able to experience living in an old historic house. What are some things to do near base at this location? So they have the Paris Island Museum. They have just a whole list of a lot of historic things to do. So if you're into history, you're into kind of learning about the location, the root of our nation, then this is definitely a good base to go to. This little city also has a very southern charm. It's beautiful scenery, and it was actually voted one of the best small towns by Southern Living magazine. So if you're into small town living, then this may be a good location. Number 4 on our list is the Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base, New Orleans. So if you're into jazz history and you kind of want to learn about, New Orleans and everything that goes on there, this is a great location. On your off-duty days, you can explore over 40 different area museums, and they also have a lot of really fun things to do near base. So one of the fun things that you can do there is the Audubon Zoo, which is a beautiful zoo, and they have the New Orleans Museum of Art as well. And then they have the Old US Mint. Just a lot of really historic things to do at this location. And once again, if you're into history, you like reading history books front to back, then this may be the base to put at the top of your list. This next base is Naval Air Station Pensacola. Pensacola is located in Florida, and it is a joint base. And being in Florida, it's obviously meant for beach bums. So if you're a beach bum and you want to enjoy beautiful weather as well as beautiful beaches, then this may be the base for you. They have about 23,000 personnel at this base, so it is on the bigger side. but this base is definitely a beautiful base to go to as far as weather and as far as location. So what are some things to do near this base? They have the Bayou Grande Marina, they have Ski Beach, they have the Perito Key. I think I said that correctly, but a lot of these places just involve enjoying the beautiful landscape. Because you are surrounded by beaches, Pensacola is really the place to go if you really enjoy laying out on the beach and just relaxing. One really cool perk of this base is that they have a on-base beach, and they have girls' cabanas, volleyball courts, bathhouses, just all sorts of stuff to make sure that you can have a beautiful day out with your family. This next one on our list is the Naval Air Station Key West, once again in Florida, but if you enjoy beautiful weather, then Florida's kind of the place to go to. So the crazy part about this base is, despite the lure of the perfect weather here, the housing waiting list is only about a month for a 3-bedroom or less. So that's actually pretty good, considering I've heard people waiting a really long time to get on-base housing. So it really does work out to your benefit. But some of the cool things to do near this base is they have the oldest house museum, the Fort Zachary Taylor. They also have Our Lady of Lourdes Shrine. Hopefully I said that right. But they have just a lot of really cool historical stuff as well. But honestly, if I was at this base, I think the only thing I would be doing is enjoying the warm water and hanging out on the beach. So on your off days, you can kind of get a taste of Key West and just snorkel, dive, fish off the coastline, all sorts of really fun water activities. This next base is Marine Corps Base Hawaii. Who wouldn't love being stationed in Hawaii? The thing about this base is that it is an island, so the cost of living is a little bit higher, so just expect that. You might need a roommate, and you might not be able to live on your own. It is a smaller base, and there aren't really a lot of positions open, so just keep that in mind if you do put this at the top of your list. The likelihood of you getting this base is pretty slim. Some of the cool things to do near this base is that they have the state park near this base. They also have a beautiful lookout, and they have the Sea Life Park Hawaii. If you've ever wanted to just explore the islands of Hawaii, then this base is definitely your go-to base. They have surfing, hiking, zip lining. It's endless possibilities. Plus there's about 200 plus days of sunshine, so who couldn't love that? This next base is U.S. Southern Command SOUTHCOM. U.S. Southern Command SOUTHCOM is located in Doral, Florida. So once again in Florida, we have a lot of Floridas on our list, but Florida is a beautiful place. This next location is located in Miami. Because it's located in Miami, you're able to travel a lot. It's only about 1 mile away from the Miami International Airport. So you can hop on a plane and go explore as much as you want. What is there to do near the base? Near the base, you can go to the Everglades National Park. There's also the Florida Keys, which once again is on the top of our list because it's beautiful. So Florida Keys is right next to this area. And the Tank Brewing Co. Tasting Company, which is a really cool place to go and just hang out and relax. So the biggest perk, obviously, of this base is the year-round weather. So year-round sunny weather, and you don't have to worry about that rain. Although I will say Kitsap, because it does rain, we do have a lot of greenery at that base. So there are some downfalls of having constant sunny weather. The next one on our list is Fort Greely. Fort Greely is an Army base, and it is located about 100 miles away from the nearest city, which is Fairbanks, Alaska. And because it's in Alaska, it is colder, so this is kind of like a total opposite of what we've been talking about on this list. But it is perfect for people that are into hiking, camping, wildlife. If you like hunting, fishing, this is definitely one to put at the top of your list. Some things to do near this base is that they have the Clearwater State Recreation Site. They have Moose Pond. They have a lot of different glaciers and trails. So once again, if you're into hiking, camping, any of that stuff, this is definitely a base to put at the top of your list. They have a very unique wildlife there, and you can sometimes rarely find sights of wild buffalo. You can also sometimes find moose and elk walking around on the side of the roads. Just really fun wildlife there up in Alaska. When it comes to military bases, it's really up to you what you want to call home. Putting that dream list together definitely gives you an idea of where you may end up in your future. Make sure that the places that you put on that list are places that you think that you personally will really enjoy. I know that we gave you a long list of places, but like I said, make sure it's somewhere that you really enjoy. So do some research before you put those places on your list. Some good places to do research and try to figure out what bases you want to put on your list are Joint Base specific social media pages, read the base local area news, and ask senior leadership about base options. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we hope to see you guys in the next couple weeks. Thanks.